Hello everyone, it is Charlotte. Welcome back to my channel. You are going to love today's tag make. And before I forget, be sure to tune in tomorrow because we're doing something very similar for Angel Dream Crafts Cam, the design team project. But look at these. Are these not adorable? Look at that. You can use these as tree ornaments. You can put these on gifts. You can just give them away. Great teacher's gift. Beautiful on the outside of a package. And then I also added paper to the back so that if you wanted to use them as tags, you could write on the back. Cute. Great scrap user. Yep. Here is a little Christmas tree. Here's a stocking. These are wooden shapes that you can get in the craft stores. I do have in my description box under Amazon a Christmas tree, not this exact one, at least I don't think it is, and also the a bell, which is super cute. So be on the lookout for that. Even check the dollar store. I've not been there, but usually you can get packs of these for not a lot of money at all. So what I did is, these are the stockings. I painted them. This one we're going to work on because it already has the paper. I painted both sides because I didn't know what I was going to do. But you would just go ahead and put glue on here, lay this down on paper, cut it out, and then what I did is I took a sanding block, sanded the edges so that you would sand it this way to get all the paper off. So it's going to look like that. And yes, I did do a tree, the exact same thing. Just went ahead and put glue and then paper, and there you have it. So this is, I did this one as well. Okay, well, I didn't do one stocking. I probably was going to do that online on the camera, but we don't need to do that because you know what I'm talking about. You can get your paper on there, and then this has the glitter on the top. We're gonna do one with this right here, Snow Tex. I love this stuff. So and we're gonna put a little glitter on that as well when it's still wet. Then I just took my Crop-A-Dile and punched a hole and decorated it up. But isn't it so cute? And I added the jingle bell. You don't have to, but it's Christmas and I like the sound of that. So added the jingle bell with a jump ring and had some dots. So just put some dots on here, but cute teacher's gift guy. Fun project to do with the kiddos. So let's get started. Maybe we can do a couple of these. I went ahead and took scraps and cut them into strips. You don't have to have any specific lengths. You do what you want. Ooh, I got a little Tim Holtz something in there. Don't want to use that. You could, but I don't want to use that. Various widths. Nothing in particular. I don't pay attention either to direction. So say for instance, this scrap obviously goes that way. I don't care. It can go that way. You're not going to look at it that close to even really pay attention. But for those of you that are wondering, and I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. What size is this? We're going to measure this from the very top to the bottom of the toe. So it is a I'm going to measure this down here, 4 by 3. Obviously the top is smaller, but the toe is a 3. And the tree, I believe, is pretty similar. It is a 4 by 3.5 at the base, almost a 3.5. For those of you that are shopping online and want one that's similar in size. So, yeah, you're just going to take your strips. If they're too long, then cut them off. I want to see if I've got a smaller one just because we are going to go really, I think, down this way. You just want to make sure that you go totally across. You don't want to end up like this because your next strip's not going to make it. So you want to make sure that whatever you're covering, that you get the whole thing. So let's just get some glue on here and then just start assembling our papers. And like I said, you want to make sure that you go all the way across, because if you don't, you're going to mess up. So we're going to start with that, and then I think we might go to holly. And I think for this holly, I think I'd like it a little bit thinner. I can't tell you why. It's just personal preference. Would this fit? Nope, that won't fit. See how this goes? This will go to that end, but it's just shy right there, so I would not use this. And I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. I don't want them to look like they're all the same width. And so let's just take this and just cut a little bit. And you don't want to throw the little skinny one away because you'll use it. So keep it all. But see, I think this gives us a little bit more variety. So we're going there. So we're going to get this down. And you're just going to be covering up your stocking part. I'm not going to cover up the top because we're going to do something else with that. But you're just going to cover up your stocking with your strips and try to keep them straight. When you go to decorate, if it's not straight, you can kind of put some decor over that and hide it. It's not a big deal, but I think it's easier if you just kind of try to keep it as straight as you can. So we're just going to do this throughout until we cover all the red up. And like I said, we're going to use the snow text, so we're not going to worry about the white, the little stocking, the upper part, the furry part, what would typically be furry part. We're going to make it furry, or look like it's got snow. All right, do we want some candy cane in there? What do we have? What looks good? That I think is, I could do that and have that house. Ooh, I could have that deer and that church. That's kind of cool. I think I will. So I'm going to cut part of this church off just so I can see what I'm doing. I'm not wasting glue. I will save that because it does have a cute pattern left on it that could go at the top of, like, say, the Christmas tree, where you would just need a really small piece up here. So let's, ooh, did I cut it too short? Oh, almost. I almost cut that too short. Almost. As a matter of fact, you can just see tiniest little bit of red. See that there? Just a little bit. And then something like this is perfect for up here. So what do we want? Let's see. I think we're going to do this. The other, for me, is just a little bit too bright. Excuse me. I don't know where that came from. All right. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Beautiful, beautiful day here today. Blue sky and sunny. No stranger to that. Okay, see that little bit of red paint there? We're not going to worry about it because we're going to put snow text over that. So once you get this down like this, I mean, it doesn't look like a stocking. You're going to turn this over, and now we're going to come in and we're going to cut as close to the stocking shape as we can. And then we're going to take our sanding block and I'll show you in just a second. We're going to cut this off. We may not need much of the sanding block, but to get around here, I've got to go the opposite way, and I'm probably going to have some jagged edges. Yeah, just a little bit, so I'll show you what I mean. You know, they're not crisp edges. See that right there? See how that is? So you're going to take your sanding block or an emery board or whatever. I've got this from the dollar store, and you're just going to come in and you're just going to sand these edges. And you can come back and ink this if you want, but you're going to sand these edges and you're going to try to get these little bits off. And now if you sand your paint, that's not a big deal. You can go back and just do a little touching up, or you can use your ink and blend it out. See how they're the edges are sharp and kind of jagged? I don't want that. And so I'm just going to lightly, because I cut most of it off, it's not an issue. I'm going to just come in and lightly sand that. And you can see where the paper is. Just get it as clean as you need it to be, and then get a wipe. And I usually do this over the trash, but if I did that, you wouldn't see it. So then we could, if we wanted to. I didn't on that. I don't want too much inking because I don't want it to look antique, but we could just kind of dull some of the brightness of the back of that paper. Like I said, not too much. I'm not worried about that at all. If that were to bother you right here, then you just keep sanding until you get that off. Eventually, that's going to fall off. See how it's disappearing? You just keep at it until you get it the way you want it. And then you're going to decorate. So you're going to look at it and go, ooh, what do I want? But let's do the Christmas tree. And let's start with, I like that. So let me cut this off here. I like the plaid, very Christmassy plaid. So let's start with this. And I'm going to have, this is just my preference, I'm going to have some of the green paint showing at the bottom. I didn't on that one. I did on this Christmas tree, and I did on the little stocking here. Had just a little bit of the green paint showing. Why? I don't know. I just liked it. And so I thought it looked good. Let's put a candy cane print on here. Red and white truly screams Christmas. Red and white pattern, candy cane pattern, and it fits. You're going to sand. The more detailed your wooden piece is, you're going to sand more because obviously you've got these little grooves here. So you're going to spend more time sanding. I'm going to use this because we're so bright. I want to dull us down just a little bit. So I'm going to use this really pretty. And this is also thinner paper, not as wide. And then I think we need something that's thinner. But you get the idea. You're just going to go in and layer your papers, your little scraps. And what else do we have? That's pretty. This is pretty. Let's do this. It's on the other side of that. Ooh, that's pretty too. Ooh, we might use that. But I like that. So let's do this. Great, great scrap buster. Be pretty for Valentine's too, with the hearts. And if you don't have scraps, I can't imagine, but you know, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't keep your scraps. Napkins. You could decoupage on this with napkins. That would be so pretty. Really, really pretty. Okay, let's check the back of this and see if we want that. I kind of like this, so I'm going to go with this. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go all the way to the top. Did y'all see yesterday's video where we did the pocket layers with the bags? If you missed that, you want to go, you might want to check it because it's super cute. I could do this and really get that just to fit. So I think I will. I think I will. And I think I will just apply the glue right here. And you know, you wouldn't even have to paint this. I mean, when you look at this, I'm kind of like Charlotte. I painted it because I wasn't really sure what I was going to be doing. So that's why I painted the tree. But now that I see what I'm doing, I probably would not have painted it. Although being glue, it probably or being wood, it probably takes less glue because it is painted. So you decide. You could, if you don't have paint, but you've got gesso, you could gesso the tree to get it ready. That would work. But you're just going to go around and you're going to cut this as close as you can, as close as you can get to it. And then you're going to clean it up with your sandpaper. You know, the closer you get it, the less sanding you have to do. This would be cute too, like on the outside of a gift bag. To hang on the outside of a gift bag. Just super cute. Let's see. Don't want to tear it because I'm afraid I'll tear into the actual paper. And then I'll be having to figure out a way to cover that up. So, let's see. Too bad I'm not ambidextrous. When cutting, would make life easier. Almost there, guys, but it's just part of the process. I think that's as good as we're going to get. So now we've got to sand, and that's part of the process as well. We have no choice. Clean this. So this is what it looks like, and it is, isn't it? It is cute. Look at that. And I think I cut a little bit into that, but hopefully we can hide that. So let's get this block out. And we're just going to sand. And you'll see when I do this side, I'll show you the difference between this side being done and the side we did not do. And then you'll see. Okay, so this is the side we did. See, it's just cleaner looking. This is the side we didn't do. See that? So you really do, you don't have to do the bottom because we left, if you came all the way down to the bottom of the tree, then yes, you would. But you can see, what's it take, a minute? It doesn't take long. And it's worth it just to clean it up. See that? It's worth it. But keep in mind, I've got some wooden gingerbread men, or gingerbread people, I should say, because I think some have skirts. And to do this, it would just, I mean, I would have to spend so much time sanding that don't think I would do this. Might do the napkin decoupage or collage-page, but I think, oh, isn't it it's just super cute. All right, so now we're going to decorate these guys. And I think just for the sake of time, I think on this one, I've got the dots, and I think we'll do the dots again. Lace is fantastic on this, and that's what be sure you check tomorrow's video, because I'm doing this with the lace. And then if you've got trims, any kind of ribbon trims, I mean, look at, really, really cute. So get your stash of ephemera and stuff out and decide. Little bows, I mean, just anything, bling, super, super cute on these. But for the sake of time, let's do, let's punch a hole first for hanging. And I'm going to use the large one because we're going to put a bow up here, I think. Do I want to use, I used the large one on the other one. So I think I used the small one on the bells, but let's use the large one. So I love the fact that the crocodile will punch a hole. See that? You got to work to get it out because you've got wood stuck in there. It doesn't want to come out. So, but isn't that cute? All right. So now let's go ahead and put some, let's put some of these, and let me plug in, because for the ribbons, we're going to need hot glue. That's what I used. So let me plug my hot glue gun in. Sorry about that, guys. I should have been prepared. Should have been, but wasn't. Get out a glue stick just in case. All right. So on the other one, I put the larger dots at the bottom and the smaller dots at the top. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I am just going to take my dots, and you take whatever you have. Flat back pearls. Flat back little gems would be super, super cute. And then let's go to the medium, but you get the idea. You know, you just want to just make it cute and special. But you can decorate this however you want. And then we'll put a couple large ones on here. And I like odd numbers, you know that. And then it's up to you if you want to hang a bell or hang a snowflake, hang a stocking or a charm. You could hang anything that you wanted off of here. So look at it, you need more. Put another one up there. And that is just cute as it can be. And then you can go in and add more stuff. You can add bits of glitter if you want. Just whatever strikes your fancy. But we need some kind of a ribbon. And I've got some sheer ribbon here. I think while this heats up, let's put the Snow Tex on, because we are going to first punch the hole, and then the Snow Tex is going to take a while to dry. I don't want to get out the blower, so we won't be putting a ribbon on this one because of the snow. And this, I want my stocking to hang this way and not straight. So I am going to punch my hole off to the side, right off here like this. There we go. Don't worry if you've marred it, that's gonna be covered up. Don't know yet how we're gonna decorate this little goodie. I think maybe with pearls, but this is what I've used. I have applied this in the past with my finger. We're gonna use a palette knife. It looks like this. It's just fun. It's really, really a light product. Easy to use, and you're just gonna apply it like that, and it's fluffy, and it looks like snow. Snow or fuzz or whatever, however you want to describe it. Looks like snow to me. And you can leave it like this. This is how it's going to dry. You can leave it like this. We're going to add just a little bit of glitter to this. This is why I said don't worry about the paint. I don't want it to be perfectly straight. I want it to look like it's just fallen. This is cute if you're doing ornaments and you've got rooftops or that sort of thing. Yes, I covered the hole, but I'm gonna stick something in there. It does put a little weight on your ornament, but that's okay. I'm gonna make sure the front is totally covered. What do y'all think? You know, if it's not even and that bothers you, you can fix it. But isn't that cute? So that is it with this. We are going to take a handle of a paintbrush and go back and make sure we've got our hole, because I could never get that in the crocodile. So let's see what we have that will fit through there. This should fit. So we're just going to take this and we're just going to go right in here like this. And there's our hole. Can y'all see that? There's our hole. So then you're gonna, if you want glitter, then we're gonna go get I happen to be using this marquee from Heidi Swapp. And I'm just gonna take just a little bit. I don't want a lot. I just want a little bit of a sparkle when the light hits it. See that? You don't need a lot. You put on as much as you like. I like it like that, where you know the glitter is there. See that? Hopefully you can pick that up and see it. That's just enough for me. I don't need more than that. I mean, it's Christmas. Glitter's good. My friend Dana, she hates glitter. Hates it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so if we want to decorate this little goodie, we got to think about what we want to do, but let's bring back our tree. And I'm like, where did I put my tree? Here we go. And let's put a ribbon on that. So I am thinking, I think the sheer, we could do all white, maybe the white, or I think, ooh, I kind of like that because, yeah, let's do this because it's a little bit special. So we're just going to go through here just like you would, and you're just going to, you can tie it or not tie it. You want a long piece of ribbon because you want the option to be able to, if this is going on the tree, the option of having it hang where you want. So if you give a length, that gives somebody or the recipient the option of hanging this as low or as high as they want. So I am just going to tie this like that. And I do want it to be at the top. And yes, I am going to tie a knot. And then I am going to tie a bow at the top that can be taken apart. and adjusted to however the recipient might want it. These will be going in my shop, guys. So if you are at all interested, just you click the link in the description box and find them in my Etsy shop. Look at that. Isn't that cute? But we don't want to see that. So we're going to make a bow. And again, the bow can be as long or as short as you want. And you don't have to have a bow. You could put, if you've got like a piece of holly, or you could put another dot there if you wanted, a bauble, whatever and however you want this to be. This is your ornament. But just get a bow that you like. And my bows, they never go the same way. And we are going to attach this here like that. Let's see if I can get this to go the way I want it to go. Maybe it'll go this way. We'll go that way. And then attach it like that. Okay. Hot glue, little hot glue. Trying not to burn myself. See if I can turn this. It does not want to turn. Don't want to stick myself, don't want to burn myself. And I don't want that sticking out like that. So, can I possibly? Nope, it's gonna, okay, that looks good. Yep, that looks good. Now, we could put a dot. Ooh, I like that. I think I will, just because I like that. But I want this to go the way I want it to go. And so, how can I make that happen? Do it like that. Okay. A little bit of hot glue, just the tiniest bit. Put that like that. Get your bow the way you want it to go. And look at that. Isn't that so sweet? And then you've got the back. You can leave the back. You could write a little story on the back of if you're with family, what you did for that year, and put the date, who you were with, if you had Christmas dinner, whatever. So just a sweet, sweet keepsake. If you have vintage trims, rickrack, that sort of thing, strings of pearls, strings of gems, you can add that to your little forms. This one, I'm not real sure what we're going to do with this. Let me maybe add some pearls. Let's see what I've got. I don't have strings of pearls with me right now, but I do have some pearls, so we could. This is the largest that I've got. I think I'm going to hold off and I'm going to get into my container and pull some things out. So if you look at the thumbnail, this should be done with the ribbon and you'll be able to see what I did with that. Hopefully you really enjoyed this. If you've got shapes and lots of scraps, pull them out, have a go. Let me know in the comments what you think. I would appreciate a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. And I will catch you in the next one. Make sure that you see tomorrow's, because we're playing with lace, guys. It's a short video tomorrow, but it's a goodie. So take care, everyone. Thank you so much. Hugs. Bye.